We're the puberty blues generation, so you know, girls didn't surf.
Sitting on the beach, the boys would come in, give the girlfriends a bit of grief, which part of me thought, oh yes, we should have been watching, and part of me thought, are you serious?
My first boyfriend when we moved to Cronulla when I was 18 was a lifeguard at Cronulla Beach, and he was like, you know, girls don't surf, chicks don't surf, you know, get my pie.
So we went through 4 other kids, and by the time it got to me, there were just gaping holes in this fiberglass. Never to be deterred, I would just be on that all the time. So my 2 older brothers were supportive in that they would lend me their surfboard, but the buggers would never teach me how to surf.
Oh, we got called sluts and bitches, and it was really hard to try and prove yourself because nobody taught you. You didn't have lessons. No, there was nothing available for girls back then, so you're on your own. Calves. Rivermouth looks good. Off home to get my board. Okay, see you out there. Women have not always put themselves out there, and those that have had to struggle.
As a feminist, I had the weight of womankind on my shoulders, so the pressure to do it, to be able to surf, I just almost killed myself with it.
Everybody else was doing it, so people could do it, and I never thought that boys could do things that girls couldn't do. So if boys could do it, I used to think, well, girls must be able to too, just got to work out how.
Came down George Bass, thought it was this way long trip from Canberra, and ended up just here at North Broulee, and it was like nirvana. It was this beautiful, beautiful sunny day, just glistening clear water and no one out, and just these really nice little waves. So that was really the first bit of, this is what I always want to do.
But I do remember getting this one wave, and it was all sheer by accident. And I think I sort of realised that that's what a wave can do for you. It can pick you up and just take you on this journey. And that's when I thought, you know, one of these days I am going to do this properly.
For Mick Rogers. When I was little, Dad would always just push me out on the waves and we would just go wherever we wanted. Dad and I used to go down to Shelley Beach, and it'd be small, and Dad would put this massive red helmet on me so I didn't hurt my head. I looked like the biggest kook. Yeah, it was really fun, and yeah, Dad helped me heaps. I mean, I've got lots of friends that are boys our age, but I prefer it when Libby's in the water because I have heaps more fun. I feel like I can be myself.
I reckon it's just normal because we know most of them our age, and we just surf with them like they're our friends as well.
They don't give you nasty looks and stuff. They're heaps accepting, and I think they actually like the fact that we're in the water.
It's a big thing now. There's so many girls surfing, and it's really good to see.
We encouraged each other and we pushed each other along because I guess we wanted to be at each other's levels.
Yeah.
So,
and then if you felt someone else getting better, we would be like, damn it, I've got to get
wait
better.
for me. Yeah.
I cannot get run again, my back's against the wall. I can never fall, I can never fall. Take me for the words I say all the way undone. I can never bow, today I am his one, and I'm feeling whole again, alive. I can hear you, I'm feeling whole again, alive. And this is where I wanna be.
And I started the Broulee Women's Boardriders along with Belinda Weiner and Rachel. I think it was about 2003, something like that.
There was then, and then the Boardriders Club started, and all of a sudden there was this. That, to me, it was that stark a difference.
For any women around my age that grew up as teenagers in the 70s, that sort of thing, it just wasn't an option. You just didn't really think that that would be something that you could forge forward with. And it really was about providing local girls of all ages, but especially the younger crew coming through, a safe place just to feel comfortable in the water.
We just wanted to create a really encouraging environment for young women to surf, and that's something we've absolutely done over the last 11 years.
I like, Boardriders because it's just really, everyone's so happy and nice and we're all having fun.
It's nice because I kind of know everyone. I know just the whole community down here.
You know what I love about the Broulee Women's Boardriders is that you're like this little gang of support.
I love Boardriders because it's an inclusive group. They don't make you feel bad if you're not the greatest surfer on earth. It encourages me to go surfing. If I didn't have Boardriders, I probably would have given up by now. The women I met here through Boardriders have been incredibly encouraging, and a lot of women who have been in my positions.
I was working with Flea, and she said, "Oh, come to Boardriders." I'm like, "Oh, I haven't surfed for 10 years since I was at uni." And she's like, "Oh, come anyway." And I did, and I've been there ever since.
Pretty sure it was Bill who paddled over and told me about the Boardriders Club. I think obviously because I looked like I could surf.
It's just to get out there and have a go. You don't have to be the best, you just have to be having fun and have a go.
Now my daughter's 7 and she aspires to be them. So those days when it's really small waves and they can paddle out at the back and they're out with them, it means so much because it's about developing relationships with other women and girls. So not just in the context of surfing.
Whilst it is a club for women, because it's part of the broader community, it's not seen as necessarily something different. I think that the Boardriders has brought about a bigger cultural change to this small coastal area than probably anything else could have.
It morphed into, I guess, more than what we ever really thought it would be, because it's a really huge part of the community and we're really well respected within the community.
We have, I think, a very public presence with things like the mosaics. I think that shows that we're really involved in the community and we're an active community organisation.
Recently had our boys invitational where we will invite a man or a boy to come surf as a team, and it's about sort of celebrating the men in our lives and letting them join in with the fun.
I actually think girls have more fun in the water. Boys, I kind of feel for them sometimes. They've got to kind of look a bit manly. And I figure, you poor buggers, you just don't have as much fun. So it's such a giggle out there at times.
It's just so nice to be in the water with women, and lots of women, and all you hear is hoots and whistles and come on, you can do it, yay, and you know, encouragement and enthusiasm and screaming and and laughter. Oh my God, so much laughter.
We can all go surfing together in that supportive environment and then have cups of tea afterward, or head off to the Rivermouth Cafe to get some good food and all just sit there talking about our little surf stoke. I just think it's a great way to live.
We've got women in their 70s surfing with us. Now how cool is that? I want to be that woman. I want to be that woman who's in their 70s and beyond surfing.
Just getting a wave, it makes you feel like it's a really cool feeling. in a surf session, like I'll get a few good waves, but it's like one really good wave and that'll just make me want to surf for the rest of my life. And then the next day go out again like that, and you keep going.
It's like a social thing as well as a sport. It's just nice to go down and have all your friends there and you just surf. It's not really a competition, it's just fun. I like it.
You know, you get that wave and you smile, and for the next week it kind of loops around, so you sit there smiling like an idiot because no one actually can see what's inside.
It's the most peaceful feeling, just sitting out the back and just looking at the horizon and just lobbing about. But when you get a wave, it's exhilarating, you know, and it feels so, and it's fresh and breezy and I don't know, it's just a freedom that you can't experience on land.
There's no difference, there's no thought, oh, it's the girls surfing, or geez, look at those women surfing, even when they're good surfers. It just is. And that's the bit that I love about down here. It just is. There's no second look. We all surf. It just is. Oh, Ness. God, she's a hoot.
She's happy to share a wave. We split a peg at Bendy. It was one of my favourite surfing memories.
She'll make you just go out there and do it and not go, what are you worrying about? Just go. Just get out there.
Kaz just shows she has so much joy when she surfs.
She's actually a public servant in Canberra, which is pretty funny if you know Kaz.
Ah, she's a legend. She is a teapot legend.
It's a real treat when you paddle out and they're both there because they're just silly and they're so much fun to surf with.
Those two girls, they are such graceful, beautiful, confident surfers.
Hello, we're going to cry.
Okay. Oh, sorry.